Mary Miller. This is for Mary Miller for mayor in Baltimore. I'm a member of Alpha Justice. Alpha Justice can't support a candidate, but I can support a candidate. I'm Shorty, and I'm supporting Mary Miller. I want Mary Miller because I want her to start steering funds and start steering resources to Alpha Justice. We're going to talk about the prison industry and mass incarceration. Now, Hassan Giordano just left here. He just left here. He laughed at me because I was talking about sending some of y'all to jail, but I was dead serious. This is a breakdown of the criminal enterprise in Baltimore City. This is a breakdown. And you go directly to Marilyn Mosby and get that. You feel me? You go to Donald Trump because I'm getting ready to send him this. I'm getting ready to send Donald Trump this material right here. All right? All night. This is what I do in the community. I provide the food for this. And everybody that came to this event will tell you it was the best barbecue in Baltimore. I work with OFJ. I work with Out for Justice. I'm the cook. They reinvest in ex-felons. They reinvest in me. That's my whistleblower's application. Speaker of the House got this. Good morning. You see who got that? Good morning. Speaker of the House got my whistleblower's application. You see who else got it? I made sure that everybody's tagged on this because I'm going to dismantle the Democratic Party for the corruption in this party. See it? Council President Brandon Scott. I want everybody on the same page. My home address and phone number. Hassan Giordano, DMV News, Mary Miller, all right? Jane Miller. This is the emails. Kiefer Mitchell, Al Redmer, Pam Woods from the Baltimore Sun, Governor Hogan. This is my Christmas present. Like I said, I got a whole book for y'all. A total breakdown of your prison industry. Right here. Gov.O'Malley, Mr. McGee, parole and probation. See that? WVON. See who it is? See the date? October 2009. See who got it? The Baltimore Sun, 98 Rock, NBC, ABC. Inmate Property Inventory Report. Release all material to the voters. This is for the 2020 session. I'm showing you about Governor Hogan and mass incarceration. Like I said, this was for the 2020 session. Speaker of the House, Adrian Jones, got this. She got this whole booklet. She got the whole thing. So I'm getting ready to send this to President Trump. Out for justice. My dog, Mike Check. What's up, baby? This Boom Coffee. This is my right-hand man. We work with Out for Justice, too. What's up, King?
Hey, yo, you got again, the front line. You got some, you want to throw some produce or some food inside the whip?
Yeah, I'm going to throw some produce in there. Tell them what you're doing today, King.
What I do every day. It's just one day. The day you rise, the day you die. The same thing we've been doing on the front line. Ain't no boom. But what we're doing is that in our community university building, we're giving out produce. We're actually giving out hot foods. But I noticed that people give out cans to the homeless. How they gonna open them?
Oh, you homeless. You know how to open a can.
I know how to open up a can.
You know how we gonna cook that? I got you. I know what you're saying, though.
But we be getting it a little twisted, like, you know, so it's times when some people got to fill in the cracks. We got like hot meals with the broccoli and the chicken, but I hear no that, just giving out my civil duty.
Show them what you got. Show them how we pack this up. This Boom Coffee.
First, I'm trying to tell
established in 2020. See that?
But you guys see, it's called
community resources.
It's a thing that's called corporational citizenship, and in corporations, when you are a business or you're a corporation or you are anything, that somebody give you $1 or a nickel, you gotta get back to the community. Now, what this says is, you can look in here, you don't get nobody nothing no different than you would give yourself. This is the same thing.
I'm taking a box of this.
That you would give your people. You know what I mean? I'm salute to all the people again.
This is community give back.
It's a lot of people that support us, and anybody that's on Shorty Live or mine is probably 9 times out of 10 the people that support our message. Shorty always say, as you have noticed, in Baltimore in the past 5 years, we never needed $1 million. We just needed 1 million people to listen.
Here you go. I don't need $1 million. I need 1 million friends. If we get 1 million friends, I'm a millionaire, because each one of my friends is going to give me something. If we get something, we can fill the box.
Malcolm had a gun.
Here you go. I'm going to give it to you.
Martin
I'm going to give it to you. You can't that's my shit. It goes, Jesus had a cross. Martin had a dream. Malcolm got a gun. Shorty got a toilet. We all got our shit to deal with. And you got to deal with this shit 2020.
And Boom got the ex-offenders.
We both got the ex.
No.
Go ahead. We come on in here, bro. Get in this. We good in the hood. Put your hoodie on.
This is what we talking about.
Put your hood on.
This is, you going to give them the message, because you going to see that this is the elephant. This ain't Republican. This is the elephant in the room. And when a black man walks inside of a room, he is always the unspoken, the criticized, the elephant in the room.
Let me tell you something about that elephant. You know what you're wearing on your chest? You know, you ever heard about Hannibal?
Hold 1 second. Tell them what the movement mean in reference to why you wear it.
Tell me yours. I'm going to tell you something about that elephant.
Tell them what's popping with that thing.
Yeah, it's my homegirl. She started a brand, Elephant in the Room. It's basically, it speaks for itself. Elephant in the Room can fit in many situations. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, Hannibal.
Hannibal. Tell them about Hannibal.
The black man.
The black man.
The incarcerated black man.
The incarcerated black man.
Elephant in the Room. So you can use a lot of,
Analogies.
With that. So
Parables.
my homegirl, check it out.
That's right.
Elephant in the Room.
That's right.
On Instagram, you can follow her page. It's on Bonfire.
All right, Bonfire. All right, now, Boom is feeding y'all's body, right? Check this out. I'm feeding your minds. Right here's the legal shit, ain't it, Boom?
Well, see, the thing
That's the legal shit here.
The thing about it, once your mind gets fed properly, as we keep on saying, leaders or readers, bullies. Like, many think that me and Shorty, fight fire with water, meaning fighting fire with truth, legislation, policy.
We got to beat them where they beat us.
Beat them where they beat us. But one thing I learned, we're talking about the odds of the spoils. I have read from a history of man as well as history of battles in the Bible. But then who keeps, as you know what PFK means? Play for keeps.
Play for keeps when you're in the streets.
To keep the spoils, we have to stay focused continuously. And that's what Shorty, when he brings the shit up, the elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room.
And when we bring that up, the felon, the elephant, So again, let Shorty tell you what he's doing.
All right. Me and Boom is my right-hand man. Boom and me been dealing with each other since Stein Saunders gave Boom a video. All right? That video was about the corruption in Baltimore City. Then I met Boom in Baltimore County courts. They was trying to jam him up. Boom beat that case. You know what I'm saying? Boom watched me serve the people with papers. Because to dismantle a master house, you got to use the master's tools.
Yep, and what we were saying is, you got to understand divine law and then the divine intervention. And then you got to understand PMS. Man has physical, mental, spiritual, okay? At that time, I had my PMS correctly, but then I was dealing with what they say, no weapon.
Yep.
They was forming child support weaponry against me. So when I was able to understand that I had what we call, here we go.
We had that knowledge. We put that paperwork.
I was learning about parental alienation.
Yep.
I was learning about the 8th Amendment right, where at times I didn't have a job and I didn't have my name on a lease, which made me an indigent, which made me an AKA slave. So what we were saying here with my 8th Amendment right, I'm not on parole, I'm not on probation, I'm what they would call homeless.
Yep.
A couch surfer is actually a slave.
That's what it is.
So what I'm saying to you, they were violating my 8th Amendment rights, where in Maryland, they do not care if you're working or if you're not. So what they do is, automatically, you have to pay $536 a month, $136 a week, and you may not have a job, which that would be a violation of my 8th Amendment right. Again, look at this. So it's a lot of young men and women, and we should know this anyway, because my brother just said, ignorance, my people die from lack of knowledge, and ignorance of the law is no excuse for breaking it. Ignorance of God's divine law, whatever your God you may serve, we be getting into the physical things. That's why I say a lot of times, God isn't in possessions like an item, or, you know, this isn't breathing, you know. Now what the orange was that was on a vine, it was breathing at that time. Then
Yep, we took it from the garden.
It was no longer breathing. So God's hand, this is not a godly made drink. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you ate it, slowly start biting it while it's still on the vine, now you talking. So we all we got, we all we need. I'm not into no more. I'm not into with this thing called teaching. I have took my what they call each one teach one, but what I come to notice, who is reaching one.
Got to go out and get him. Just like I got him. That's how I got Boom. I went out and got him. He found me. He looked for me. We found been doing his thing. He Boom do what Boom do. Shorty do what Shorty do. Well, we both do them books. I do books and barbecue. Boom do coffee and books. You feel me? And he feeding the community. And this brother's doing it too. They said wherever one is gathered. You feel me?
But this is the biggest issue. When I met Shorty, I had it.
I gave that man that Constitution. I gave him the Constitution. We worked that.
I have a whole bunch of
We got a lot of them. That's the original.
This is
the original, dog. I gave this man this Constitution and told him to work that.
You gotta look at it. You see it's all faded because this stays in the front of my windshield. And see, we worrying about virus there. I understand, and we should. But I'm just trying, like, we just so off schedule, man, that some of the things we allow. Let me tell you something. Nothing flourishes, which is called an organ, right? The organ of the gun task force was able to feast off the ignorance of people not knowing this. And sometimes when they come out the car illegally and you're looking at them at a police, one time I was told, once a police start acting outside of his badge, he's no longer a police.
And that's when you treat his ass.
When a police get out his car and he don't have his hat on, go put your hat on when you come talk to me.
Get a white shirt. Call a white shirt.
Call a white shirt right now. If you're on live without your hat and you want to come talk to me, I own you. You work for me. You don't work for Boom's Coffee outside of that. You work that my taxpayers' money pay for you and that $900 million y'all get out of
that. $500 million that you get.
It's 900 now.
Now, yeah, with the extras.
No, the 900 million is two. When they was slick, how do you think that we had to pay for those universities getting financed like Micah with those police forces?
John Hopkins University.
$9 million of a raggedy $3 billion budget. Why you think they don't have no money for the school systems? Because
incarceration instead of education, man. I told Commissioner Harris when you got here, do your job or lose your job, Commissioner. I told you to your face, do your job or lose your job.
And you hear me closely, ladies and gentlemen. If you understand what the consent decree reads, if you understand what Bobby Zirkin crime bill was trying to read.
Say Bobby Zirkin 3 times.
Bobby Zirkin to resign and go do sports and illustration.
No. Bobby Zirkin got out of politics because of this shit that I'm getting ready to put on. Bobby Zirkin's been making a lot of money off of black bodies in Baltimore County. Bobby Zirkin's law firm, Judge Turnbull's law firm, exactly. The money that y'all been making off of mass incarceration. Baltimore City is under the dissent decree. Baltimore County ain't. So I'm coming after Baltimore County's money, filing a class action lawsuit because y'all kidnapped me. You stole me, and I ain't nobody's property. I own Shorty, and I do the law, so check the law out.
What happened is, down in Louisiana, Boom was down there, okay? I traveled, you can say what you want. I went down Louisiana, they cooked the books, the murder never stopped over Magnolia.
Oh, hell no.
So what I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, they cooked the books to fit the consent decree in Louisiana, and he was the first one, quote unquote, throughout the United States who brought what they said Louisiana murder rate, because the books were cooked. So hear me out. Under paper, under the phoniness of paper, he has only been
Say his name. Harrison
was here to do what they would call a mission. The mission is that he's going to cook the books, and he's only right now to 2026. Baltimore City is under a DOJ consent decree, meaning everything that these politicians saying, anything you may want, before any of that happens, they have to have the consent decree followed, or they will be in violation by 2026. So Harris has only been here to be a consent decree spokesperson. He's not here for violence. He's not here for drugs.
He just here for show.
He's only here and
for show.
Baltimore City has a $16.3 million federal project that has been started 3 years ago from out of a federal budget where the state, city, federal, local, Harris, the federal government are down South Baltimore in a, what they say, hidden location. So Harris is getting the support where you know that your mayor will be selected to engineer what they're gonna, what we call Baltimore policing has been taken over by the federal government.
Theroux and Ricky Vaughn.
There you go.
Theroux and Ricky Vaughn.
They have to be.
Theroux and Ricky Vaughn.
It's called an agenda, and that agenda that I just spoke to you about, hear me, ladies and gentlemen, since Freddie Gray in the 5 years when the uprising happened, Baltimore, again with Pew, and again with the United States, indictment since 2017 and up to 2020. That's why some of your celebrities, your entertainers, and many of them today are on house arrest and some are at Guantanamo Bay. But that's another story because you don't know the depths of what I'm saying. It's not by coincidence that Mayor Pugh and some of the greater Baltimore committee people will be brought up on indictment charges, but due to their dark, secret society situations.
And their ties to the government.
They'll be implanted informants where your next administration of mayor will have so many government informants in there that used to look black. All black, all black.
All black ain't black.
All black ain't black. All white ain't white. The janitor in that motherfucker ain't gonna be the janitor. You're gonna see a different city hall. Why you think they have made everybody detox? And now I guarantee you when Annapolis get back, when City Hall get back, when you look to the left and right of you, you won't have the same person next to you.
Shit.
300 gangsters.
300.
We know the streets. The streets is the same. That's why you
From the
call
streets
it
to the seats, baby.
To the seats. Pew got knocked off like a big kid.
We told you Pew was gonna get knocked off. Pew was there when we testified in Annapolis how many times? Pew was sitting right there with her fake man.
Right now, why do you think that a lot of the corporational churches throughout the United States will no longer be existing? Because corporational churches own mortgages to banks.
Yep.
The bank CEOs have just been indicted on war crimes throughout the United States, and their banks have been indicted as embezzlement houses, and some of them have been indicted to terrorism.
Yup. Talk about what it is. Oh. I'm a terrorist. Y'all can Google me shit. I got a case number, all right? I'm a terrorist. I'm gonna terrorize you with the truth. Dog, I shits on motherfuckers, and that's what you get mad about. I use a toilet. That's my elephant in the room. So like I said, out for justice. That's my whistleblower's application. That's Congressman Cummings' office. That's U.S. Code misrepresentation of a felony. My paperwork in order. And I got some discs to go with it. You feel me? City, county, state, and federal levels. Out for justice 2020. They ain't gonna be just us. Like I said, I work with Nicole and I work with Karen. Truth gonna speak the power.